afternoon. It's First Meteorologist J.D. Disharoon here, and we had a pretty gorgeous day out there. We saw temperatures climbing up into the mid-70s this afternoon. A chilly start, though, this morning with temperatures into the mid-40s. Overall, though, a little warmer than average, but honestly, a beautiful day compared to what we've been seeing over the course of the last few days. So I think all of us are going to be able to enjoy the warmth that we're going to see not only today, but also the warmth that is on the way coming in tomorrow. So by the time we get into the rest of the region during the 8 o'clock hour here, we're going to be looking at 67 here in Atlanta, a good 6 degrees warmer for this hour than we were just 24 hours ago. And it's been breezy all day. Thankfully, not as much as we have been seeing, but if you've been outdoors, you've noticed the wind messing with your hair a bit and then kicking that pollen up. So you pollen allergy sufferers, I'm sorry, no relief really in sight until we get towards the end of the season. For most of us across the Atlanta area, we're going to be looking at the mid-60s. For folks up into the North Georgia mountains, already into the upper 50s, so LJ at 58, Helen at 58 as well. But Athens and Eatonton at 66, Carrollton at 64, 65 in Rome, and 64 in Griffin and Thomaston. Here's that pollen forecast. Tomorrow, still looking extreme. High on Monday. We have a few isolated showers that are going to roll through during the morning hours that may help to knock a little bit out of the air, but there's just so much in there right now that it's going to be hard to really get some clarity unless we got a good soaking, and that's just not in the forecast as we head throughout the next 7 days. So here's the temperatures as we head into the overnight hours. Notice we're going to eventually be dipping back down to around 48 by 3 a.m., 49 by 9 a.m. But overall, it's not going to be too bad out there with temperatures in the 40s for the most part across the metro area. Up into the North Georgia area, we are going to be looking at those mid-30s. Tomorrow, another beautiful day. We're going to be looking for gorgeous skies, temperatures around 78 degrees, and that's here in the city. Folks in North Georgia, low 70s in the higher elevation, still very comfortable, but we will start to see a few 80s trying to creep up across the areas we head throughout the week ahead. In fact, looking at 80 tomorrow in Rome, LaGrange, Eatonton, Covington, not far behind at 79. Thomaston, Griffin, Athens here in Atlanta as well at 78. And Canton and Gainesville at 77. Meanwhile, as we take a look, we're going to be looking at a beautiful weekend ahead. So we kind of went over these temperatures. I want you to enjoy them because as we head in towards Sunday, we're going to notice some clouds starting to roll in as well. And that's all in advance of the next system that's going to be arriving. Thankfully, this particular cold front not really living up to its name. So remember the big cool down we had earlier this week? That's not happening on Monday. We're going to be seeing, yes, a few isolated showers. Unfortunately, just in time for that morning commute. So give yourself some time on the way into the office to start us off. I know Monday and rain, it's just like adding insult to injury here, but unfortunately, that's what we got to deal with. By the afternoon, showers roll out, clouds start to roll out as well, and that leaves us with a gorgeous, really rest of the next 7 days. Look at Tuesday, 78 degrees, Wednesday, 77, Thursday, 72, and then Friday, for a lot of folks, is going to be a gorgeous day. Most of us will be seeing those temperatures in metro Atlanta in the lower 80s, 81 in Rome as well, and then even outside the city, some upper 70s to lower 80s across the North Georgia area. Meanwhile, as we head into Saturday, still a little too early to tell. There is a chance of showers starting to work their way back into the forecast. Maybe. And I say maybe because the European has us with a nice little bit of shower activity in the morning. The American, the GFS, has nothing. So they are not agreeing on this whatsoever. So that's just something we're going to have to keep an eye on. Obviously, we got 7 days away. The models will come into a little more clarity by the time we get to that point. But let's go ahead and just put it on the horizon for you. So quick recap. We have a beautiful Sunday, morning showers Monday, and then the rest of the week is looking fantastic.